Hutchins. I am the owner of Florida Coastal Cooking and Wellness, which is your source for plant-based tips, recipes, inspiration, and more to help you live your healthiest life. So what we're going to do today is make a collard wrap, and this isn't necessarily a recipe I've posted, but I'm hungry and I'm going to use what I've got on hand, so I wanted to just take you along with this recipe with me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got my NutriBullet here, and I'm going to make my walnut meat mixture. So I'm just going to be winging this, and I'll walk you through it as I go, but I'm going to put about, let's see, a cup of walnuts in here. These are just walnut halves and pieces because they're a little bit cheaper. And I'm going to grind these up first, just for a second, and then add some seasonings and spices. Okay, so I've ground them up a little bit, and you can add your seasonings and spices first, but like I said, I'm just winging this. So I'm going to get a spoon, and I'm going to pour, I want to say maybe a teaspoon of liquid aminos. This is sort of, it tastes like soy sauce, but it's, it doesn't have wheat in it, which most of you may not know that soy sauce actually has a lot of wheat in it, and usually it's genetically modified. So I'm going to go easy on this at first because I don't want to over salt it because it's really salty. So I'm going to use that as my salt. And then I'm going to add in a pinch of chili powder, a good pinch. I'm going to add in, let's see, whoops. Same thing, a pinch of cumin. Maybe a little more. I like cumin. Then I've got a little cayenne pepper for some heat. So I'm going to throw in some cayenne pepper. Just a little pinch of that to start. Now I'm just going to mix this by hand and then taste it and see if I need to adjust. So let's see. I'll probably add a little bit more liquid aminos. I'm going to add a little more cumin. So, whoops. I'm going to unscrew it. I didn't take that paper piece off. And you just need to adjust it to your taste, okay? So now, I am going to put this walnut mixture in this bowl, and then to save time, I love red onion, and I've got a few mushrooms in here too. So I'm actually going to chop the onion and the mushrooms the same way I just did the walnuts. So I'm going to throw those in. I've got a couple mushrooms. If you don't like mushrooms, you don't have to use them. I'm going to chop those up. That was easy. Throw that in. Okay. Now I've got some, ooh, that's so good. I've got some red cabbage on hand because my daughter loves red cabbage. She will make cabbage salads in the morning, but they oxidize a little bit, so I'm just going to cut off the outside. That was a little much. But I'm going to throw a little bit of this red cabbage in there too. Why not? And I think that's all I'm going to grind up for now. So I'm just using what I got. Okay. I love my veggies. Throw that in. And then I'm going to mix that all up and show you how I'm going to stuff my my collard greens, which is so easy. Oh, and you know what else? I do have a little bit of mustard here, and I thought I would try that and see how that went. So I'm going to put a little mustard in there, just a little, maybe a teaspoon. I love mustard on everything. Mix all that up and taste it. Now, if everything's not perfectly ground, that's totally okay because you don't have to have it ground. That's so good. flavorful from the onion and liquid aminos. And all right, now I'm gonna cut up a little tomato to go in there. Here, I've got stuff all over my hands here. And I'm gonna throw some avocado in there too because I love avocado. So hopefully you can see this. I'm chopping up my tomato. I'm gonna set that aside. Chop up my my avocado into slices. So watch how quick this is. I'm gonna go all the way around, twist it off, slice it into slices like this, right in the skin. Take my spoon and scoop out the slices. That is it. Super easy and fast. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to make your collard wrap. So here's my collard. I'm going to cut out the woody stem part from probably about, whoops, I cut a little bit too much off, a third of the way down. And I'm gonna wrap using the inside because the outside's a darker green and it just looks pretty. So I'm going to do it this long way, like this. I'm gonna layer my avocado, and this is by no means perfect, but you'll see what I mean here at the end. My tomato, and I'm gonna put a scoop of my walnut mixture in here, which this is gonna make a nice amount. Scoop a bit of my walnut mixture in there with cabbage and onions and all that yummy stuff. Ooh! And I'm gonna fold the edges in. Okay, whoops. No, all right, and then I'm just gonna roll it. I've got the edge there, I gotta fold that in. Okay, and obviously this is not a perfect science here, but okay, I'm just folding and rolling into a cigar shape. Ha, look at that, I did it. And then I'm going to cut it on the diagonal. And look at how delicious that is. I'm gonna just take a little bite right now. Mmm, so good. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know if you have any questions. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and loved ones and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching.